Hi, I'm Lizzie King, an artist. I'm from Salford and I'm 29 years old. I'm currently studying for my Masters at the University of Salford, and I've also been working with a colleague at Liverpool University, which is how I've come to do this video. So the past year I've been working on a research project called Songs of the Trees with Dr. Okpoti from Liverpool University. Songs of the Trees is based upon forest bathing, which is called Shinrin-Yoku in Japanese. The act of forest bathing asks us to take a closer look at the green spaces around us. As a wheelchair user, I'm aware of the constraints that a lot of people have at accessing green spaces. And I'm particularly interested in local parks, which is where my research has taken place. Peel Park is one of the oldest parks in the country. It was opened by public subscription for the people of Salford. Salford was quite a destitute place at that time, with very poor living and working conditions for the majority of people. And the park was a way of people getting free time and space and health. And we all know the positive impact that green spaces can have on our mental health, especially after having gone through the pandemic and the access that we have had through then. So for Songs of the Trees, I started looking at ways I could work more sustainably as well. How could we use the materials that were in the park to create works of art? What does it look like when we work with the environment as well as in it? This led me to creating a series of photographic developers from leaves in the park, as well as toners from the husks of the seeds, and using the bark to create different inks. I created a series of visual artworks from these. As I continued making these works, my research went into the connection between trees and how they talk to each other. The work of Susan Simard and her work on the mycorrhizal network was really influential in the way that I started to look at the trees and I started to examine the mushrooms and the fungus that grow from them. I'm really interested in the way that the trees use this network to talk to each other, to communicate and to send different nutrients to each other. As I started to think more about it, it really reflected what a park is meant to be, with the community really coming together as to help each other and to make those connections, to become stronger as people together. This research of what was underneath the ground, the things that we couldn't see, really fueled this idea of what does it mean to capture the essence and the spirit of a place within the work. I tried to start with the materialistic side by using the materials from the park to create the visuals. But what about the sound? What is it that we hear that makes a place somewhere that we really connect with and somewhere that's so unique? Then, working with Dr. Okpoti from Liverpool University, we created a soundscape which captured the essence of the park. I've used field recording with different types of mics to pick up really small and sensitive noises that you wouldn't otherwise know were there from the trees. And Rebecca Okpoti has created a wonderful and inspiring audio piece using violin and organ and piano that really helps the emotion of what we feel when we're in those green spaces, capturing that awe and that inspiration that we feel when we see something so wonderful in the structure and in the tiny beautiful parts of our green spaces around us. Our research has been shown at Liverpool University as part of their Angel Fields Festival and will be shown later on this year at Salford University. And we hope we'll be able to share it in other places and bring the awe and inspiration of the local green areas into people's minds as an inspiration to what is really around us. For me, Eurovision is about diversity and inclusivity, and our research has that at the heart of it. It's so important that green spaces are inclusive. Historically, this has not been the case. Peel Park was created because normal everyday people did not have access to green spaces. And as a wheelchair user, I also understand the need for accessible green spaces that are inclusive of everyone. One thing I really enjoy about Peel Park when we go through in the summer, there's such a diversity of people there using it and enjoying the space, enjoying the sun, enjoying the green areas with their family, with their friends, with their partners. And it's such a joyful atmosphere, and that's what true diversity and inclusion brings us. And I really believe that's what's at the heart of Eurovision. I have family throughout Europe, and Eurovision is an event which brings everybody together. And we watch it and we message each other and comment on the songs and the outfits and the lyrics and just the general fun that is Eurovision. I hope that my research you found as inspiring and interesting as I'm sure we will on the night of Eurovision. I hope you've enjoyed watching my video and have a good Eurovision.